welcome to today's video. Today we are doing our top 10 tips for workaway.
Are we?
Number 1, first of all you should decide what you want in a workaway. Yeah, so to decide what you want from workaway.
Yeah.
Because you need to know what you want to get from it, or like say like if you want to go to explore the nature around somewhere, you want to look for a workaway that is in a rural location and not in a city.
Yeah.
So our second tip is to look for a host that has excellent reviews. And I would actually say that you want to have at least probably 5 or 10 plus people who have reviewed them and have reviewed them 5 stars. And if there's anything less than that, I would probably actually stay away. Because we went to one.
We went to one that was, well, it's also on a percentage as well, remember?
Yeah.
We had a horse that was 100%, but we also had a horse that was 80%, and we made a rule that we weren't going to go below 80 because clearly they're not very good.
But we did go for one with an 80% and they were not good at all. Yeah, so like what you want to do is you don't want to look for, you want to read the reviews and look to see if it's 1 line or 2 lines or if it's a paragraph. Because if it's a paragraph, then
like they made more of a connection with that person. Because if someone leaves a 1 or 2 line review, then you're gonna think maybe they're just doing it to get a review back and a 5-star rating back.
Because the way it works is that you also get a review, and there is nothing like Airbnb that it's you can't see what they've wrote until you leave it or until after 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Whereas with Workaway they can instantly see that and then come back with a bad response for you. So a lot of people actually just want the good response back.
Yeah, so they leave a nice review. Because I think we spoke to one girl and she said she left a 5-star review for someone even though she didn't think they were 5 stars.
Yeah. So do bear that in mind, especially if somebody has stayed there for 2+ more weeks or months in some cases, you're going to want to say more than a sentence.
I enjoyed my time.
Like,
Thank you.
Not only do you want to look for like what the review says, like you want to know what type of work it is in the review. Like I find the reviews the most important part to read. That is my one of the best.
More important than the blurb and stuff, because they've got the language barrier with the synopsis of what they're about.
Yeah. So our third tip is to research the country and also the area that the host is in. So not like we wanted to travel to Norway, but we didn't know anything about the host's location until we got there. And it was absolutely beautiful, but still like it didn't work out as well for some of our other workaways because we didn't know that much. We wanted to do a workaway in Norway, Sweden and Denmark, and when we were in Denmark we didn't actually know a lot about the country, what it's like, anything.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
So I think that, well, we wanted to go to like rural workaways, but in Denmark it's very flat. So it's not the type of rural location we would usually want to explore. And it's also the area. You want to like think about the area because you're going to spend a lot of time there. You want to explore around, and it might not be the area for you because we learned that the hard way.
I feel like a more succinct version of that is make sure you actually want to go to the country that you're going to do a work with.
Yeah.
Don't use it to just travel freely.
Yeah, because we used it to travel.
Used it in Denmark. We definitely used it to just travel freely in the hopes to see culture, but at the same time we were like, we may as well, kind of thing. Make sure you want to go to that country.
Yeah.
You know that you want to go there because of a specific reason.
Want to find out about like their culture in detail. Well, the host we stayed with weren't even Danish, so.
No, they were German.
Yeah. Number 4 is to ensure that you will be interested in the work that they offer. So you want to be interested in the work, because at the end of the day, you want a good relationship with your host.
Yeah.
You want that to be positive, and you want to, because we were picking fruit and we learned a lot about fruit.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I was interested in picking fruit though, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but so like we didn't know that we were going to be picking and packing in Denmark. We didn't know we were going to be picking and packing the produce to fulfill orders. And
okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So we knew exactly what we'd be doing in Norway.
Yeah, so like in Norway we spoke with Janova before we got there. We spoke in detail about what we'd be doing and what the work was. Whereas with the other one in Denmark, we didn't really speak that much. We just kind of turned up. We didn't know that they were an organic company and got orders.
Yeah.
And that we would have to pick for them orders. So work was like the time of day wasn't guaranteed and things like that. So
yeah.
And I think that I say ensure that you would enjoy or want to do the work. I don't think I would have wanted to have packed.
No, not in that little crack den that we packed in.
Right, so our 5th tip, and this is actually to gain your spot volunteering with a specific person, is to write a thorough and detailed message to the host.
I can't comment much on this one because you wrote all of our brief things. Well, so, I wrote a few messages.
Yeah. But like hosts sometimes, especially popular hosts, will be inundated with volunteers wanting to work for them, especially in your popular and expensive countries like Norway.
Yeah, Norway. Janova was
pretty much booked up all the time.
Yeah, but he even said to us that our like message that we wrote to him was the initial thing that attracted him.
Yeah, because that's what they see. So you want to read their kind of synopsis and what they want and what they want in you and what you'll be doing, and say how you will, like, it's like an application.
Yeah, it's almost like a CV.
Yeah, so you like, this is why I want to come here, this is how I can help you, and this is what I've done previously. And if you haven't done anything previously, you can just say that you have a really fine, unique interest in it and you're fit and able to do the work.
Yeah, just be honest. Just be like, it's something that I really want to do, I really want to see.
Because the first couple of people I contacted, I didn't actually write in detail. No. And I didn't get a response.
No.
And it's actually surprising how many people don't give you a response, considering you're going to their farm and working kind of for free.
Yeah.
And helping them out, and they just don't reply. Number 6 is that you should ask for more information on the work.
Yes.
So when we were in Denmark, it was actually like in the what you'll do section was just one sentence, and it was basically just a list. It was tomatoes, peppers, basically. And so we actually didn't know what we were doing with them. So we didn't know that we would have to pick to order and then pack them all after.
Yeah.
And I don't think I don't know if it would have changed us going there, but it would have certainly stopped me from complaining so much.
Yeah, because we knew what we were expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think especially that was one of our ones that was 80% rated. So I think it goes back to our original point of make sure you check the ratings and read thoroughly through the reviews, because I think maybe...
Well, we were just desperate because everywhere was rejecting us and saying
and
we
we were
full.
kind of running out of... It was going to get to the point where we'd have to skip Denmark, probably.
And we'd already skipped Sweden and we didn't want to do that, so...
But then that also takes us back to one of our original 5 previous points, I can't remember which one, to make sure you know why you're going to that country, because that kind of affected our experience as well.
So the next point is that you should ask about the hours and days specifically.
Don't be too shy.
Yeah, so it might say 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. Just clarify with them. So just ask, is it always 5 hours a day? Is it sometimes more? Is it sometimes less? and say, do you work to the clock? Because a lot of them actually don't count the hours that you do. And to me, you are kind of contracted it. And if you go and do more, then really you should be paid for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Especially when it's strenuous things. Like when we were in Germany, on their profile, it said 5 hours a day. And we didn't know that it didn't... I just took it as 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, because that's what Workaway recommends. But then when we got there, they actually meant 5 hours a day every single day. We didn't have a break. So that in itself is a bit like, oh God, like you don't get a day off to explore or look around the area to its full extent. And they also don't work to the clock, so they just work until the job's done. But there are many and plenty of jobs to do.
Especially on a farm.
Yeah, so I think that sometimes it's like we had to build like a chicken coop within like
a week. But well, it wasn't even a week.
No, it was a couple of days.
3 or 4 days.
And we had to like source the wood ourselves, dig the holes, do all of the netting, clear out everything, clear out all the thing, like all of the grass.
Level the ground.
Yeah. And we got up, we started work at like 8, and then we would literally work through until it went dark at 7, 8 o'clock. So it was like 12-hour days, and we didn't get paid for it, but
we did a lot of hard work.
They were nice, so we don't talk badly about them.
Yeah, but I think you've also got to know what you want out of it. Say if you want that experience of working and being a person that owns a farm in Germany, then that's a good experience for you. But we wanted an experience where we'd work, we'd get to see the culture, but then we'd also get to explore on our weekends and have free time for ourselves.
But they were nice, and they did take us on canoe trips and things, so we got to see it that way. But if they didn't do that for us, then we wouldn't have been able to see anything else.
Yeah,
so
in
that respect, it paid off. Whereas in Denmark, they wanted us to work to fulfill orders, so we worked more than 5 hours a day there, and we got nothing. We bought food. They even took our food and put it in another fridge.
Yeah, because they had a separate house where they slept.
Yeah.
And like the workers' house and the host house, basically.
Yeah.
And they had a separate fridge where they kept all the wine, and they kept all the food that we bought.
All the expensive food, like cheese and all the dairy
and all like the main leftovers that they'd want, they kept in their fridge, and we would just kind of have like potatoes and...
That was such a weird setup. They lived in like a squalor, basically, though.
Yeah,
but we had the main family house.
They didn't really have like a bed or anything. It was just kind of a mattress on the floor. It was a weird experience.
So number 8, top tip, is to ensure that the host's information is correct. So if you're allergic to dogs, make sure that they don't have a dog, because there is like ticks that say we do not have pets, and they'll take it. So and one of them is if they smoke or not, and not to be like, your mum smokes, so I'm not like awful about it, but I don't like smoke being in my face. I get a really dry throat. I don't like being around it a lot, and especially because they say secondhand smoke's really bad, and I get scared about things, especially like cancer. Like, and they say like breathing it in once like can do harm. And so I would never have gone to a place where they smoked. And when we were in Denmark, we got there and they were smoking, and they smoked in the car. They smoked outside.
They were like chain smokers.
Yeah, they smoked like 1 or 2. It's not that bad. You can deal with it. But when it's like chain, like inside of the main house, they didn't smoke, but inside of the one where the bathroom was, they smoked in there.
Yeah.
And just smoked constantly outside, so they would often eat outside as well. So at dinner we would eat outside, and they would chain smoke. It was one after another. Yeah. And it was a bit too much. My main issue with that was the fact that they didn't have it stated on the Workaway profile.
No, they didn't have it ticked, so they made it seem like they weren't smokers.
So my number 9 is tip is to not be scared of leaving negative feedback, because in fact you are helping other people.
So it does help other people, because we stayed with a girl before, and she said about how she left a 5-star review, but she really shouldn't have left a 5-star review because the guy was really bad, and then that affects their rating. So then other people will go visit them and have a terrible experience.
Yeah.
Like that's why you should look out, because she did say that it was only a few lines of a review, so that's why I mentioned looking out for extended reviews to see if people actually mean it or not.
Yeah. So just don't be scared to leave negative feedback, and contact Workaway if you do give negative feedback. Yeah. And they give you negative feedback which is undeserved back. So, okay, we're back. Our camera died. Our final top tip is keep an open mind. So you don't want to arrive with any preconceptions, but just be open to everything and anything that the host wants to do.
Yeah, because, I mean, even if it's not your... like, especially with food, I think we did that.
Yeah, because that it makes some really memorable stories, isn't it? You've tried a lot of new things with food, and it's really memorable.
Yeah, keep an open mind. Just try things. Just not anything too weird.
Yeah, steer away from any weird things.
Yeah, if they ask you to, I don't know, skinny dip with them, probably don't do that.
Although we were close.
We were close to, but we didn't do it. Like, not like we were gonna, like we were, we may well, we might try this one, but no. They were skinny dipping.
It sounds so weird.
Alright, you need to preface that.
So, when we were in Germany, they had a hot tub, and they said something to Jordan, but I didn't hear, about them being, like, basically naked in the hot tub, and we didn't realise, and they were like...
And they were like, you can get in the hot tub however you want, clothed, unclothed, we don't care, we're naked. I was like, I could see that.
I averted my eyes quite a bit when he walked past me to get out of the hot tub.
Yeah, because the ladders were like where we were sat in the hot tub, so they had to kind of wade through the water towards us, and then Ingo's ass was in your face for a few seconds.
Oh god, that is weird. But
keep an open mind.
Have our family that?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't told mine.
No, you don't know. I think I told them. I'm not sure actually. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't know.
So keep an open mind. You might come up with very memorable stories like this.
Yeah.
So this is our last. Maybe we might do another one. Series and video in our Workaway series. So give this video a like and subscribe to us for maybe some more. I'll link the playlist below for any of the Workaway tips and videos. So thank you for watching!